for today, we will be discussing how to set your goals straight. What are the things that you want in life? So first things first, before you set up a goal, you need to dream. Okay? And when you dream, you need to dream it big. Remember, one of the free things in this world is for you to dream. You need to proceed in achieving that dream by setting up your goals. And from those goals, you plan to take your actions. Now, three things that you need to answer before you can be clear with your goal and achieve it. Number one, what is your goal? You need to ask yourself, what are the things that you want?
What if I tell you I have no idea what I'm doing with mine?
What are the things that if I will get them, this will fulfill my existence here?
Life is this. I like this.
Okay, so you need to ask yourself that question. Second, when do I need to achieve this? When is your target date? Remember that if you have a goal, you need to set a deadline for that goal. Hindi pwedeng gusto mong yumaman, which is a vague goal. And when are you planning to achieve that pagiging mayaman? So you need to ask yourself, when is your target? Is it 5 years from now? Is it 10 years from now? Etc. etc. And lastly, number three, how much will you need to achieve those goals? So for example, if I want to become a lawyer within 4 years, then how much do I need in order for me to enter law school and accumulate my knowledge there for 4 years? So I need to quantify the cost of enrolling in that specific school. So if we will put it in a material point of view, if I want to own a car, okay, so you need to identify what kind of car is it, and when are you going to achieve that car, and how much is the cost of that car. So three things that you need to ask when setting up your goals straight. Now, along the way, hindi mo maiwasan na there are people, there are things that will hinder you in achieving your goals.
You're not gonna make the team with that kind of attitude.
There, you will meet the pessimist, yung mga magsasabi sa'yo hindi mo kaya gawin ang isang bagay, and you need to prove to them that you can do things beyond your capacity. You need to go out of your comfort zone and achieve those things that they are talking about. No? Prove them the opposite. Then you will encounter rejections along the way. Of course, that is part of life, that you will not be accepted every now and then.
अगर आप लोग मुझे आज रिजेक्ट भी करते हैं ना सर, तो कोई अफसोस नहीं, क्योंकि मैं अपनी लाइफ के साथ कुछ ना कुछ ढंग का तो कर ही लूंगा सर. आप अपनी नौकरी रख लीजिए, मैं अपना एटीट्यूड रख लेता हूँ. I'm sorry.
And your ego is also part of the hindrances. Your pride. Then you have your haters along the way. Your enemies. Your friends sometimes will discourage you in achieving your goals, especially your relatives. Even if they say that blood is thicker than water, remember that one of the things why you don't want to go out of your comfort zone, it's because your relatives, your families say that you cannot do it. So you need to set that aside and fulfill your mandate in life, because you know yourself more than what the other people view you, right? And then society will tell you that you will not gonna make it, but you need to prove them wrong again.
Don't ever let somebody tell you you can't do something. Not even me. All right? You got a dream, you got to protect it. People can't do something themselves. They want to tell you you can't do it. You want something, go get it. Period.
Your emotions are also your hindrances. The hate, the guilt, the doubt, the fear.
If you hear a voice within you say you cannot paint, then by all means paint, and that voice will be silenced. Vincent van Gogh.
And in the workplace, your colleagues, your co-employees, and also your bosses will discourage you in achieving your goals. So you need to conquer all of these in order to reach the goal in achieving your long-awaited dream. So the plan should be to take an action and do your best in fulfilling your dream into reality. Now, When you set your goals, the first question a while ago is, what is your goal? And your goal should be smarter. Hindi na uso yung smart. It was taught to us in college that your goal should be smart, but now it's not anymore smart. It should be smarter. It is an acronym. What is the meaning of smarter? S stands for specific. Your goal should be specific. For example, if gusto mo ng sasakyan, you will not just tell me that you want to have a car. You need to identify what color it is, what type. Next, it should be measurable. When you say measurable, you know the value, the cost of your goal. How much is that car if you will buy it now? Next, it should be attainable. You know for yourself that you can get that specific car. R stands for it should be realistic or relevant. Now, is attainable and realistic the same or are they different? Being realistic and attainable are two different things. When we say something is attainable, for example, I want to go to the moon. May tao na bang pumunta ng moon? The answer is yes. May mga nakapunta na doon. Now, the next question is it realistic to go to the moon? In my present situation, as a person, ako ba ay makapunta sa moon? The answer is no. So, you need to get yourself straight that your goal is both attainable and realistic. T stands for time-bound or timely. Your goal should have a deadline because if your goal does not have a deadline, then it's just a mere fantasy. It's just an imagination because you do not have the pressure in order to achieve what you want. So, pressurein mo yung sarili mo. Kailangan mo yan para at least alam mo sa sarili mo that you are willing to risk. One of the principles in finance, the higher the risk, the higher the return. So, you will gain if you will risk and you will do what it takes in order to achieve your goal. So, set a deadline for yourself. Now, what are the additional two letters? E stands for it should be what? Exciting. Your goal should excite you. Of course, that is your goal. If you are not excited in fulfilling your goal, then what is the use of pursuing it? Dapat na-excite ka araw-araw kapag bumabangon ka. Parang excited ka na gustong-gusto mo na yun yung target mo, ma-achieve mo siya in no time. So, it should make you enthusiastic. That's letter E. And lastly, R stands for rewarding. It should reward you. Because what's the use of sacrificing if you will not be rewarded in the end? So, when you pursue your goal, you see to it that it is not only you that is rewarded, but also your family, your friends, and the society at large. Please be known that your goal should be rewarding, satisfying, fulfilling, that you feel it, not only that you are satisfied emotionally or physically, but also mentally and socially with that specific goal that you have set.
Your thoughts work the same way. The more you think about something, the more you draw it to you.
Before we end our discussion for today regarding goal setting, I will leave you a thought for the day. According to Fitz Villafuerte, no? Ready to be rich, sabi dito, a dream written down with a date becomes a goal. A goal broken down into steps becomes a plan. A plan followed by action becomes reality. And that's how you make your dreams come true. So, after you have set your goal, you need to write it down. Because remember, hindi naman palaging nasa utak mo yan. You need to put it in writing in order for you to be reminded that that is your goal. There should be a trace. There should be an evidence that that is what you want in life. Even if a goal is smarter, you have met the criteria of the acronym SMARTER, even if you know when are you planning to achieve it and how much do you need to achieve it, do not forget to write it down because a dream, a goal will not be fulfilled if it is not written down. So I hope you learned something from our discussion today about goal setting. For those persons who did not get subscribed in my YouTube channel, don't forget to click the subscribe button and hit the bell. Good day, guys!